Okay, so I just want to tell you guys I'm supposed to be at work very soon. I'm kind of happy right now. I'm really happy because I took a gummy and it's like off the charts bliss. And I've been listening to Christina Aguilera, which is like so sacral to me in a way, I guess. And it just reminds me of who I am in that space. And I feel so good there, you know? So I'm like, I'm just going to share that. I just want everybody to work on your sacral chakra, work on expanding it and opening it and exploring it. So it does add a certain sense of depth and charm, you know, and I'm comfortable in places where most people aren't. So it gives me an edge on people a little bit, you know, to express myself in that way. But I really just love being me and being bubbly and being, you know, fun in the sacral. So, and flirty, you know, stuff like that. I mean, taking our femininity back. So, I don't know what moon sign we're in right now, but anyways, let's take a ride, y'all. I got to get my ass to work. My boss is nice, but damn, I need to open the shop on time, you know? The woman has trusted me with her shop, you know? And they just always landscape it. It don't matter where you are in Texas, they landscape it. On every block. It's gorgeous. I mean, even the shitty apartments have great landscaping. So, like in Ohio, you know, they don't have any sense of pride around. Like, even the slumlords have beautiful fucking landscaping here, you know? So, Texas just has a sense of pride, you know, which and it really helped me to take on that sense of, not an ego at pride, but pride in what you do and try to do something, doing it well, you know. That's why I was all weird about, I don't want to be a speaker video, that's too off the wall, you know. But I'm like, that's the stuff that people like, and I don't have to be on camera, it's perfect. Because I'm still getting used to that, but I'm trying to be vulnerable enough to let myself talk to people freely. And I did this on my podcast, and it helped. I've done it for like 5 years on there, although the energy has fizzled off on that for the moment. I'm going to add to it. I don't want to change it. I mean, why would I change it and make people chase me? I'm like, my shit's there from beginning to end. My story started in Ohio. Well, of course, I was born there, but when I was working for that shitty ass Kohl's warehouse in Middletown, I had to push off a little. So there's hazards all over the road, and I'm starting to learn bumps. But I love ADHD. It has given me the balls to do everything. You know, I'm like, fuck it, I'll do that. Fuck it, I'll do that. Just whatever comes my way, I can learn that. I can be that. I can bend for that. You know, I can bend my rules enough to save the planet. I can save the planet if I keep riding the scooter. I wish for the car. Well, because the car will provide income, but it goes against my code of ethics. So now I'm like, okay, maybe I need to take the focus off that for a while and focus on something different, you know, because it's not moving. So maybe I can push another door open, you know, like that's how I do. I just look for the next foothold. Like if it's not the car, then I'm going to focus my energy on my tuning forks. That's where my energy needs me right now. I'm in the receptive mode. I have to say that first because it's my choice to succeed. And success, you have to choose it mindfully. You have to make that conscious choice. I am choosing to allow myself to succeed because you have to go beyond the subconscious because the subconscious wants to heal the trauma first. Like I ain't got time to heal the trauma. I need to make some money, you know. So I have to go above and hello. Most people will say hello to you out here. But anyways, back to trauma. Yeah, I'm healing. I still got work to do, but I need to make some money. So I'm doing the shortcut, and verbal words mean way more than you think they do. If you ain't never said nothing like that before, it's going to shift your life tremendously. If you've been trying to shift and you haven't had success, try something else right now. Try an energy modality. Try getting tuning forks or getting a massage or, you know, something that's going to raise your vibration through self-love. You know, self-love is the key to it all. All you have to do is allow yourself to have it. And level by level, depending on the level of hurt you've been through, you peel off the layers and you get what you want. So manifestation fucking works. You just got to start at the level you're at, you know, and get bigger with it. But you still got to put that big fish dream out there so you can expand towards it. So, and you got two things to think of when you're trying to retrain your thinking. And it's like, am I living from fear? Am I living from love? Because love, when you think from love, God, that kind of mentality, there's no higher, there's nothing that can beat it. You know, you have to start believing for things to work out for yourself, because that's the way the universe loves you. You know, I don't know how else to say it. I can probably come up with other ways, but I learned through New Age, I called it the universe, because I had forgotten that God really existed, because I didn't feel like God looked at my life very good. You know, both my parents were gone, and I had that experience, and yes, it showed me that God existed, but I still had to learn to trust Him. That part had to take time. So, and I combined New Age with God. Shit is manifesting, man. Shit is happening. You know, and it's almost too good to believe. It's like, wow. Everything I'm asking for and praying for is coming in instantly. I've just been asking small. And I'm like, well, how about we stretch that a little bit, you know? But it's got to be what comes from the heart. You can't take and put stuff on a vision board and expect it to manifest if it's not for your energy. This is the ultimate form of self-love. Opening all of your chakras and understanding how the energy body works as well, which I am a fucking self-taught expert, brilliant genius. God has worked with me the entire time. I thought that shit was like my spirit guides. You know, that's been my intuitive connection to God. And I'm like, oh my God, that's what's been running this whole show. You know, I've been scared this whole time. But since I decided to give my life to Jesus, I said, hey, I can still be cool, right? And he's like, cool. Yeah, you can still, you know, do gummies and cuss, and you're perfectly imperfect. And what's great about that is we're not anywhere close to where other people are. We're not that evil. We just don't want to not succeed anymore, you know? There's a bunch of us that are hurt out here, and we're like, man, we need some help. And I found out that when I reactivated Jesus in my life, He really helped me. You know, just all I have to do is say yes, and He does the rest, you know? I'm trying to make that green light, but I don't think I'm going to make it because there's a bunch of bumps. See, sometimes you have to slow down and go around things. You know, we all have obstacles, man. That was a perfect example. And I'll have to stand in the sun for a little bit. But this is how it's been since I left my husband, you guys. I've had to learn. I was so codependent on him, I didn't even pay my own bills. I was powerless. I didn't even know how to live life no more. All I knew how to do was shop groceries and face down fuck him every night. So there that is. Y'all see, still I got some anger around him. But, you know, I'm trying to let that go for my sake because it weighs me down. But I tried cutting the cord. I guess it's just a divorce. Until I get my divorce, he's going to suffer because I'm going to still throw salt at him, you know. But, so hopefully somebody help him get a divorce. Because Brian, he's going to live, but his life could get really shitty. So, because I'm over here like loving life, feeling blessed. I know that I fought through the fear, and all of that fear was false. And now, fucking look at my ass. I went to Texas and made it on my own, bitches. I mean, people have helped me on my journey, but I had to walk those fucking steps. Nobody had to walk in those shoes but me. And as long as you're trying, you're pleasing God. You're pleasing yourself as long as you're trying. But a lot of people trying your best ain't good enough, and then they gotta punish themselves on top of it for all the shits in the past. If you an alcoholic, or you smoke too much weed, or take other shit that I don't even fucking know about, then yeah, you need to give your life to Jesus, and he'll fix the rest. So, and it's not gonna be that bad. Shit, are you kidding me, motherfucker? You wait till I pull up to pull the fuck off. How stupid, y'all saw that, right? I'm sure that's a man driver, because if you're a woman driver, your intuition would have said, oh, check that other email, and you would have never moved. So, sorry guys, we got the one up on you on the intuition part. So, be a little bit more connected to the divine than you are by default, I'm sure, because if we didn't have any intentions or say in the matter, y'all would have done blown up the fucking planet. So thank God for women and children and all of their prayers. Thank God for all the feminine sisters that I have on this planet. I love you, I appreciate you, I value you, and your energy matters. Whatever you agree with, you know that you're a part of the power that's helping that win. You're putting your attention on things that you care about. Like, even though people are saying, don't be like that, don't say yes, don't say no, blah, blah, blah. You have to go with what's inside of you. You're not going to be able to get around that. I've tried it for years. I tried going with other people's shit. And look, it was just the right time and place for me to blossom into who I was. I mean, energy work is going to go wildly popular at some point, and I'm an expert at it. It's the one thing I can say I'm an expert at. And I'm like, it was all in the timing. I just had to sit around and wait for everybody, because of course I'm always ahead of everybody else with my vision, with what I know is coming, and I've always been that way. But I tend to forget that that's how I get lost. People get lost talking to me. I'm talking way over their fucking head, energy-wise. So I'm just going to sit and wait on my turn, and my turn is coming very soon. I'm almost done with that education, and I can't wait to see my first person, like what the assessment is. I got to pick up a pendulum, though. Maybe I can go today and get one. Yeah. A little clogged up here. No. I'm not going to question that. I'm going to let this person go. We're going to go. Okay, we're going to go way out here. Yeah, you going to stop too, Hillbilly? Yeah, you see how they want to run stop signs here? How far he was out over that before he finally put his foot down? The masculine energy is a little off here, you guys. It's a little bit high in Texas, so of course I end up coming to Texas, where they're the thickest. Oh God. Damn. I love this town though. This is a magical place. You can't even think of a place that would make you fall in love with it more than Galveston, Texas. I mean, it's so storybook. It's insane. I feel like I walked into Alice in Wonderland when I moved here. I'm like, this shit is crazy. Good morning. And we might as well, what time is it? I really have no clue.